So I have bribed the bird. I am outside to escape the bird, and I'm hoping that we're not going to get too much noise out here to interrupt this. I've also posted on Facebook, but I'm not entirely sure if it's working. So it's a test for me. But what I'm going to do today is actually do a Feedback Friday. So I want to make this a new thing that I'll actually be giving you some pointers about what you can do with your current website that will actually improve the functionality, conversions, and ultimately the profit that you're getting out of your website. These are short little snippets, breakdowns of what I actually do in a strategy session. So generally in a 60-minute strategy session, we go into a whole heap of details about what's working for you currently and where we can actually take your business and what we can do to actually improve the profitability and make your website actually work for you better. So this is a little way of giving you a preview of what I do in that, and also giving you some super sweet, simple tips that will help you with your websites. If you would like to be featured on Feedback Friday, basically I'm not going to rip your website to shreds or anything like that. We're just going to go through a couple of pointers from my perspective and from the perspective of an end user as well. So it's always interesting to get someone else's input on that and how it's actually affecting your sales and things from someone who isn't inside the business as well. So if you would like to be featured on Feedback Friday, shoot me a message in the comments and we will put you into the schedule to get started. But until then, let's jump in and check out Sugar Shack Confectionery. Now, let me see. Okay, we're going to change this over and I'm going to share my screen with you. And let's get stuck in. Okay, so this is the sugarshackconfectionery.com.au. Basically, from what I can see here, all hard rock candy, which is kind of awesome. I'm a slight sugar addict, so this was great fun for me. When we load up, I'm going to refresh that so that we can see it as it loads. The site actually loads pretty quickly. I'm actually on a reasonably crappy connection. Yay for Australian internet. We've got the second worst internet in the world currently. So we've got an explosion of colour here, which I love. It screams that business is bright and fun and everything that candy should be. So we've got this pop-up, and this was one thing that I actually did notice on doing the tour, that the pop-up does come up repeatedly. And I absolutely love this pop-up for the fact that it tells me exactly when the online store is going to be shipping orders and that there's going to be delay if I'm ordering between that time. I love that. It is fantastic to be completely open and upfront with your customers and actually tell them if there's going to be delay or something like that. I also like that the wording on this is actually really fun and friendly as well. So if you're not in desperate need of a sugar fix, I actually really like that. It's got a little bit of personality to it, which I always recommend. Injecting your personality into all of the words on your website is phenomenal. The other thing that I'd like to mention about this, and I'm assuming this is only because the shop was going on break for that period, but I'd like to see something as to why I would put in my email address there. So I'm assuming that normally that would be a different story, but I love having a pop-up where it actually tells me what I'm going to be getting and giving me a reason to actually sign up. So sign up to my newsletter doesn't really do that for me. It doesn't scream, give me my email address away. People are getting more and more aware of who they're giving their email address to, and it's becoming harder to actually provide value. So be sure that when you've got something like this, that you are actually giving them an indication of what's going to happen and also what they can expect. A great way with an online shop is to do a discount on shipping or a discount on product for the first order. it's a great way to get subscribers and repeat customers as well. So I would love to see this. I love the look of this picture and I think the color works perfectly, but I'd actually like to see that without the text and a full blow up of those lollies because it looks amazing and I kind of want to get that drool worthy factor that I'm actually getting down here as well because the photos are super clear and super crisp, which I love. And it's easy for me to tell straight away what the shop is all about. So going down, we've got flavor of the week, which I love. You can also do party favors and they'll actually do custom candy, which I like. I would look at maybe making that a brighter color, keeping in with everything that you've got going on because it's absolutely adorable. The colors and things are amazing and people are going to love that. With that one, I don't think I can actually click those to go in straight into the watermelon. That could be something as well to cut down on a few of the clicks. Maybe just jump that straight to the watermelon so I can go straight in there and grab me some of that. This button here has also got me a little bit confused. And that's just from a usability factor because most people know that you're telling me to click that. And if I actually do click that, it doesn't actually go anywhere. So I would maybe have that as a start shopping now, actually telling people specifically what you want them to do. So you're asking them a question, are you ready to shop? And then rather than you know what to do, click here. So you're actually confirming their suspicions. When they say, are you ready to shop? You're actually saying, yes, I am. I want to jump in and get started right away. I would also link that to your product page, which I'm assuming is just something that's been overlooked there. If I go into the candy store, and we'll just let this load up a little bit. Now, I'm a massive lolly fan, so this for me is exciting. Okay, so that pop-up has come up again. I'm not sure if that's... I love that it's on there for the dates and things, but I'd probably limit that to once per session if you can. So actually having that come up once, and if someone clicks out of it, not making them look at it again. Obviously, they've taken notice the first time. And you don't really want to get too in your customer space. You kind of want to let them, it's like the sales assistant that's sort of hanging around and saying, can I help you? And wanting to really chat when you just want to have a look. And a lot of customers will actually be more inclined to buy at that point. Now, I love these pictures. They're all really bright and clear. I can see the candy really clearly. I can tell exactly what I'm going to get. And I know that they're that old school candy lolly that I've got childhood memories of. So I love the pictures. I actually like these ones where they're up really close and you can see the detail, and knowing that they're handmade. I love that you've got something with the features like this are amazing. The whole process of candy making absolutely fascinates me. So I love the looking at the detail that you've got in there, and I think you could totally make a feature of that as well. But I love these pictures. So going down, I mean, how cool is that? You can make little kiwi fruit in lollies. And you'll have to excuse me, that birds isn't taking the hint at all and is still yelling at me. So we're going to click into one of these, and I'm hard pressed deciding on which ones. Let's go strawberries and cream. They look really good. Humbugs were always a favourite of my mum's growing up, so there were always hard candies around our house. Okay, so jumping into the product page. Now again, I've got that pop up again. So yeah, I would definitely look at turning that off. Just not turning it off completely because I think it's fantastic, but just maybe limiting it to once per session so that the customer only sees that once. That should be easily editable in your admin for you. I love this. Okay, so we've got a little bit of detail about that they're handmade. We love that, especially that you can also get them as presents and things. And I love these photos too. The photos across here are amazing. So I'll pop that one up. And I love that they blow up, that I can see the detail in them as well. But I love these. They look like so much fun. And especially if you're looking at a wedding or something like that, having a picture like that, you can see exactly what you're going to get there as well. So I know exactly, I've got any problems, I know exactly how to contact you, which I love. Love having the related products because that's always a bonus. Customers love putting stuff together for online stores, so putting collections of clothing together, anything like that is always a bonus because you can give an overview to your customer and actually take some of the thinking out, and they go, oh, hold on, that would work really, really good with that, which is always great fun. I love this Powered by the Sweetness of Sugar Shack. That's awesome. So it's lots and lots of fun in there, which I absolutely love. I think you've hit it spot on with the wording there. It's brilliant. I love that. I would probably just those couple of things, making it a little bit easier to shop and get involved with. If I jump over to your Facebook page as well, I did have a look at this before. And it looks like we've got an incorrect link there. But I'm just going to take that out because I know where I'm going. But yeah, I double check on those as well. Just jump over to your Facebook page because I love this, that you've actually got some behind the scenes photos and things, some different bits and pieces like that on your Facebook page as well, which is a great place for you to share behind the scenes, little bits of info about what you're doing, how it works. I would love to see a video up there of how you make candy. I think that's awesome. That would be something that would be really, really curious for customers and things to get that familiarity and actual relationship would be brilliant. And you've got a massive, massive Facebook following here. It's 7,000 people. So one thing that I would actually recommend is actually having links from your Facebook page for like that flavor of the week, going back to that watermelon, actually putting a picture of the watermelon on Facebook with a link directly to your website. That's going to give you the advantage of making the most of those customers, so making the most of your Facebook following and converting them back to your website and bringing them in as customers as well. It's always good. We tend to forget that as we're doing things, you sort of sharing that aspect. So I actually really like that. And let me just try and get back here. And we'll stop that screen share for the minute. So yeah, I would definitely make the most of your Facebook feed. One thing is actually remembering that not everyone who's either new or even recurring, the Facebook algorithm is getting you such a low visibility nowadays that you can keep sharing that stuff and it's not going to get tiresome. But it's a great way to get people who haven't seen it to actually jump over to your website and connect the two as a Facebook fan to them being a customer and vice versa. So having that link, you've got the Facebook feed on there, which is brilliant. And connecting those two would be really, really beneficial. So there you have it. There's a couple of sneaks that I would recommend. Overall, I love the site and I'm getting hungry looking at it. But if you've got any questions, if you like the site, jump on over to sugarshackconfectionery.com.au. And if you want some feedback about your own website, either jump on the phone with me for a strategy session and we can do that one-on-one and it's just you and me. You don't have to share it on Facebook or anything like that. But we can go dive into your website a bit deeper. If you do want to be featured on Feedback Friday, just leave me a message in the comments and I will add you into the schedule. Okay, until next time, have a great weekend. Enjoy it. And I hope if you're in Australia that you are rugged up nice and warm. I will see you next time.